Wow. So we just watched episode 2 of Chernobyl live here. Oh, my levels are a little hot. No pun intended. Episode 2 of HBO's Chernobyl here at the lounge by AT&T. I don't have any experts here this week, but next week we will have Dr. Chris Morrison from USNC Space. We will have Scott L. Montgomery, author of Seeing the Light, from the University of Washington's Jackson School of International Studies, and Reed Tanaka, USNC retired captain who was there at the Fukushima disaster. And we'll try to have a great Q&A. And if you're in Seattle, come down to Ada's Discovery, the lounge by AT&T here. Let's see, I think this is, it's pretty close to Roy and Broadway. Oh, sorry, Thomas and Broadway. And then we're going to, I'll take more Q&A then because we'll have a good reason to keep these guys open, but it's right at closing time here, so I'm gonna, maybe I'll do a reaction later. Essentially what we saw was the bureaucracy versus scientists. We saw the scientists overcome, and then the world discovers the disaster that has happened, and so they have no choice. There's no duty to Russia to keep this a secret, and so they evacuate Kiev. We saw the buses, and then we saw the story, this amalgam character from the Belarusian Nuclear Institute. She discovers that there is a disaster, and in reality it was probably a number of characters who discovered the problem with the tanks, who formulated a solution, and at the very end there, firefighters running into the crawlways, trying to find the sluice valve to open to make access to drain these water tanks so that there would not be an even greater environmental and human disaster. So that's it for this week. Check out Seattle Friends of Fission on Facebook, and we will see you next week with Chris Morrison, Reed Tanaka, and Scott L. Montgomery.